Good morning to everyone. In last class, we have discussed about development server, quality server, and production server, and how can we move the objects from development to quality. I mean, to whom we have to intimate. So we just discussed those things and layers also. I mean, each layers. I mean, in each server, three layers will be there: presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. And after that one, we have discussed about data types. Okay, character data type, integer, numeric data type, packet decimal, and date, time, like that we have discussed. Okay, and today I will go for one simple program. Okay, I'm creating a simple program. So, what is the transaction code to create a program? Anyone? What is the transaction code to create a program?
SE38.
Yeah, thank you. SE38 is a transaction code. So just I am giving that SE38 and click on enter button. Automatically the program name is coming here. So what is the first letter I have to give here? Anyone?
Y or Z.
Where is it?
Customization.
Yes, yes, thank you. See, I am creating one custom program here. Custom program and standard program. Okay, two programs will be there. Standard programs means SAP will provide that one. Okay, SAP provide the program. And custom program means we are creating. ABAPer is creating that program. That is custom program. Okay, so custom program first thing should start with where Z. I'm writing here Z SAF. Okay, and after that one, I'm clicking on create button. Okay, and see one more thing. I'm providing a here. I have provided the program name, and after that one, I'm clicking on create button. Okay, so for create button, one shortcut key is there. That is F5. Okay, in your keyboard, F5 keys are the function keys are the right. So in those function keys, you have to click on F5 button. Okay, I'm clicking on the F5 button directly here. Here, it is asking the title here. Okay, title means description. I mean, what is the name for this program? I mean, which type of program it is? Just I'm providing here C equal to A plus B. Okay, C equal to A plus B. Just I want to do a calculation here. Okay, now here type is there. Okay, in the type we have to select executable program. Why we have to select only executable program? We can select input program, multiple programs also. Lot of types are there. So I will discuss about these things later. Okay, as of now, just select the executable program and click on save button. Okay, and here it is asking the package. Okay, what is the use of package? Anyone?
It is like a folder.
Basis, sir.
Give intimation to basis.
Yes. See, this is like package is like one folder. Okay, if you want to move any program from development to quality or quality to production, wherever it is, we have to move that one through one package. Okay, so the package name here I don't want any package because I don't want to move this program to quality or production. I don't want because this is testing only. That is why I don't give any package name here. Okay, I will click on local object. Okay, local object means it will store in local, means development only. It won't move to quality or production. Okay, I'm clicking on local object. Okay, save this one first of all. Okay, here some comments are coming here. Report name, these all things. Okay, if you want to remove, you can remove it. Okay, and before that one, I have to write. Okay, I have to write who has who is created this one. Who has created this one? SJF. Okay, but the time. Chris. Or you can give our date format only. Okay. Are you giving any package? So if you are giving any package, then you have to provide the name, folder name, package name. I am not providing any package, so local object. Okay, I am clicking on save button. Okay, check this one, Control F2. So it is showing something errors here because these all are created by and when it is created and package name. So these are not correct syntaxes. Okay, this is for our understanding purpose. Okay, I will create n number of programs, 100 programs, 200 programs I will create. Okay, and after that one I will leave the company. Okay, I will leave the company. One more ABAPer will take care about that one. If any issue will come, then another ABAPer will take care about that one. But he want to get to know, okay, who has created this one and when it is created. Okay, so he wants some basic information. At that time, we have to maintain here. Okay, we have to maintain here some descriptions for ABAPer understanding purpose. Okay, we have to keep these all things in comment. See, the lines are coming in gray color, right? So these all are commented. How can I say this is commented here? Okay, see here in the starting letter, starting of line, one star is there. Okay, I will remove the star here. You just check here. Click on back button. See here, it came in black letter. I mean black color letters, right? Now I want to keep it in comment. Okay, this line I want to keep it in comment. Okay, in the beginning of the line, you have to keep one star button, star key here. Okay, if I keep star at beginning of line, automatically all the line went into comment. Okay, for example, this all are in uncommented now. Okay, now I want to keep these three lines. Okay, I want to keep these three lines in comment at a time. Okay, now select the lines here. How many lines you want to keep in comment? You have to select all the lines like this. Okay, selected, and you have to click Control plus less than symbol. Control plus less than symbol. Okay, if you use this shortcut key, okay, if you use this shortcut key, automatically all the code will be converted into comments. Okay, if you want to remove this comment, okay, if you want to remove this comment, then select this one. Okay, select three lines and Control plus greater than. Okay, here less than. Okay, if you want to uncomment, then greater than. Okay, Control plus greater than, Control plus less than. This is for commenting and uncommenting. Okay, I am removing here. And I will keep these all things in comment. Okay, Control plus. Fine. Now my requirement is I have to do some calculation. Okay, C equal to A plus B. This is one formula. I have to do this calculation. Okay, C equal to A plus B. Okay. So here we have to give some space here. Okay, C is there and after that one equal to is there, right? So in between of these two some space is there. Okay, so this is mandatory here. If you go to any another programming languages like C, Java, maybe some cases they won't give any spaces. Okay, but in ABAP not like that. We have to maintain space in each and every word. C equal to A plus B I have given, okay, and I want to display the data, okay, I want to display the data. So the display the data, write C, okay, write C. This is okay, fine. Okay, this is okay, fine. Now I have to give some values also, right? What is A, what is B? A equal to 22, B equal to 30. Okay, fine. So before calculation, I am providing something values for A and B. A equal to 22 and B equal to 30. I am providing. Right. But we have to tell the system. Okay, we have to tell the system. I mean, variable way is there. Okay, this is one variable. Okay, B is one variable. C is one variable. How can we have to tell the system? The variable A should contain integer or character or packet decimal. We have to tell the system. Means we have to tell the system means declaration part. Okay, without declaration system cannot get it. Okay, what is A here? Okay, A equal to 22, that is okay, fine. B equal to 30, C equal to A plus B formula, that is also okay, fine. But which type of data it will contain? Okay, which type of data? See here, I will pass A, B, C something number also. Okay, we have to intimate, we have to tell the system. Okay, that is declaration part. Declaration part is mandatory for each and every variable. Whatever you are creating, I mean, whatever you are doing calculation or you are operating any variables, you have to declare those all things first of all. Okay, data A, right, I, because I am doing some calculation, right? Calculation means there will be only numbers. Okay, there will be no characters. That's why I am taking integer here. Okay. Now I want to see data A type I is there. The same way I have to declare for B and C also, right? See, once again I have to write here data B type I, data C type I. Okay, 3 lines I have to write here, but I don't want to do like that. See, simply I want to copy and paste. Okay, data A type I is there. Simply copy and paste into second line. Okay, so first way is you have to select this all line and control C and click here and control V. Okay, so in place of A I will pass B. Okay, data B type I. Okay, that is one way. One more way is, see, just select on that line, keep the cursor on that line, and you have to click Control plus D. Okay, Control plus D, copy and paste, automatically it will come. Control plus D. Okay, in place of B, I will pass C type I. Okay, see, one more time I want to copy and paste. Okay, the same line I want to copy and paste into the below line. At the time, just click on that line and click on Control plus D. Control plus D. See, automatically one line is increasing here. Copy and paste, automatically it is coming here. Okay, fine. Now it is okay, fine. How it will work, we will check. Okay, first of all, save the program.
Sir, for every car, you will give data, right?
Sorry, not getting.
For every car, you will give data, right?
For every
Said data A.
For every variable.
Yes,
This is one
for
variable,
every
right?
variable, we will give data.
Yes. This is the data means declaration. Okay.
Why can't we give only one data, sir?
Only one data means?
Why can we give first one in first line? We can give data like that. Cannot. Can give or cannot? We cannot give.
We can give. Okay, I will come later. That is the chain operator here. Okay, for first line I will give data. Okay, from second line onwards not required to give data. I will discuss about that one.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so here how many lines are there? 3 declarations are there, right? But in my real time, I mean it may contain some hundreds of some 10 or 20 declarations are there. At that time, for each and every line, I can't give data like this. Okay, so in this case, what I will do, I will go for some chain operator. Chain operator means, see here, data is there. The first line data is there. Okay, after that one, just keep the semicolon, colon symbol here. Okay, and after that one, don't keep it here, don't keep it dot. You have to keep comma, means the line is not completed yet. Okay, if you keep dot, at that time only the line is completed. I am keeping comma here. Comma means that line is not completed. Okay, and here I will remove data. Okay, and here also I will remove dot and I will keep comma. Okay, and here I will remove dot data. Okay, what is happening? I am declaring data here. First of all, data I am taking and A type I. Okay, and after that one, I am not keeping dot here. If you keep dot, then what will happen? The line is ending here. Okay, that line is ending here, but I don't want to end the line at that place. Okay, I have to continue. I have to continue the declaration part here. So I'm keeping comma. Okay, I'm keeping comma here, and after that one, here I'm not taking data once again. Okay, means data is there and this line is not completed yet. That is why I'm taking directly B here, B type I. Okay, and here also I kept comma only. Okay, I kept comma only. The line is not completed yet. So, and after that one, I am taking C, and before C, I am not taking data. Data is coming here only. Okay, and after C type I am keeping dot, means the line is completed here. Okay, that line is completed here. For example, if I want to declare one more variable like D, okay, D type I. Okay, but it won't accept here. Okay, just save this one and check it. See here, something error is coming here. Okay, because the line is completed here, the declaration part is completed here. Okay, if you want to declare, any another variable, then you have to take it, we have to keep here data. Data D type I. Okay, now save the program and check the program. Save and check. There is no problem, there is no error. Okay, if I want to continue in like this only, then what we have to do? Just remove the data here. Okay, and keep comma here. Okay, keep comma. Save the program and check it. Okay, there is no error. So in this way we have to do. Okay, so I'm removing this D because we are not using this one. Okay, fine. Control S, and Control S means for saving. Okay, Control F2 for checking, Control F3 for activating. Okay, execute the program now. 52. Okay, 52 is coming. Before going output, okay, I want to get to know how the values are flowing. Okay, how the values are flowing, I want to get to know. So that concept is called debugging here. Okay, debugging means line by line execution we can see. Okay, the first line, the cursor will come at 11th line. Okay, at that time, what is the value of A? It will come to 12th line. What is the value of B? And it will come to 13th line. What is the value of A plus B total? What is the value? Okay, so like that, line by line, I want to see the result, how the values are flowing. Okay, the back end, how the values are flowing, I want to get to know. So in this case, we will go to debugging. Okay, so debugging is more important here in ABAP. Okay, if you want to learn debugging, if you want to learn ABAP, then debugging is must and should. Without debugging, you cannot learn ABAP. Okay, so 90% will be debugging only. Okay, how to debug the program here? Okay, how to debug? I am clicking on execute button. This is the execute button. I mean, direct processing is there. If I click on execute button, automatically output is coming. Right? So here we have to do. See, 11 line number is coming here. Okay, before that line, here something light gray color is coming here, right? So just click on at that place, double click. Okay, double click. So what I'm doing, see, A is coming here, 11 is there, and before that one, we have to double click on that line. Here, some symbol is coming like stop. Okay, some symbol is coming like stop. Okay, this is one way. Okay, that is one way. Otherwise, just click on that line. Okay, click on that line, and here stop symbol is there. Okay, set or delete session breakpoint. Okay, this concept is breakpoint concept. Okay, breakpoint means it will stop the execution of program. Okay, it will stop the execution of the program and it will go to the debugging. Okay, it will go to debugging. Backend, this is the front end program. The backend, how the values are flowing, we can get to know about that one. Okay, click on this one. See here, symbol came. Okay, and one more time. If you want to remove this one, just same thing. Okay, how you have activated in the same way only you can deactivate that one. Click on the line, and once again you have to click on breakpoint. Okay, now I will do one more thing. See, now the program is inactive. Okay, the program is inactive, right? Now I will try to keep breakpoint here. I'm keeping the line. I'm keeping the cursor at 11th line, and I'm clicking on breakpoint. What it is coming? You can only set breakpoints in an active. Okay, the program is in inactive mode. But if you want to keep any breakpoint, then that is possible only in active mode. Okay, but the program is inactive. Now activate the program. Okay, active is there. So once again, I'm keeping the cursor on 11th line and I'm keeping the breakpoint. I'm clicking on the breakpoint. So here, cursor breakpoint came here. Okay, you may ask one question: why you are keeping
Why
the
we
break?
using breakpoint, sir? Why
See?
we are using breakpoint?
That's one only. So here I'm removing the breakpoint and I'm executing here. Okay, if you execute the program, automatically output is coming. Okay, but I don't want like that. Okay, in the back end, how the values are coming? You are writing C equal to A plus B. Before that one, some values are there. A equal to something value, B equal to something value, and after that one, calculation is coming, right? Now you have to see line by line. First of all, you have to come to A equal to 30, B equal to 20. After that, C equal to A plus B. In the way, okay, line by line, we have to check how the values are coming. Okay, so in that case, we have to go to debugging. Okay, if you want to go to debugging concept, you have to start the program at some place by using breakpoints. Okay, I will execute now. If you are not understanding at that time also, please let me know. Okay, here I am keeping the breakpoint. Okay.
It is mandatory to keep the breakpoint at 11th only.
I will discuss. So here, why I am keeping the breakpoint at 11th only? I can keep the breakpoint at 7th or 8th, 9th or 12th, 13th. Remaining lanes are also available. Why I am keeping the breakpoint at 11th only? See here, this is the declaration part. Okay, this is the declaration part. Data is there. Okay, so you cannot keep breakpoint at non-executable lines. Non-executable lines means, so it won't contain any data here. Okay, it won't contain any data, just we are telling to the system. Okay, so I am declaring something variables here, that's it. Okay, so in the declaration part, we cannot keep the breakpoints. Okay, executable lines. Okay, in executable lines only we can keep the breakpoint. Executable line means it will contain something value or something calculation is there. Okay, so in that cases only we can keep the breakpoints. Okay, here A is there, A equal to 22, I am passing something value. So this is the executable line now. I am keeping the breakpoint at 11th. Okay, you can keep the breakpoint at 12th also. You can keep breakpoint at 13th also, 14th also. Because these all are, okay, these all are doing something particular activity. Okay, it is containing something value or it is passing something value or calculation or display, something activity is going on there. So we can keep the breakpoint at executable lines. Okay, not in declaration part. Okay, fine. Now I will execute. Okay, now I will execute. Okay, if I execute, then what will happen? Just see here. So it is coming to in something screen here. We don't know about this one. Okay, so the screen will come like this. Okay, this is called debugging. Okay, debugging. First of all, click on desktop 3. Here some tabs are there. Tab desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3, like that. Some standard something tabs are there, right? You have to click on desktop 3. Why we have to select that one only? Okay, so standard is there and desktop 2 is there, 1 is there, something structure is there, table is there. Why we have to click on desktop 3 only? We will discuss it later. Okay, just now we have entered into debugging concept, right? So step by step we can learn this one. Okay, as of now, click on desktop 3 only. Okay, now here a equal to 22, here in the left side. Okay, we can see our program. Okay, some declaration part and some values are flowing. All the program we can see here. Okay, in the right side something space variable, something is there, right? Now I will pass here a, okay, and b and c, because I am declaring ABC here, right? I am declaring ABC variables. Just I have taken ABC variables here. Okay, a equal to 0, b equal to 0, c equal to 0 is there. See, if you don't pass any value, okay, you have declared some variable that is integer data type, but you are not passing any value. Okay, you are not passing any value. At that time, it will contain 0. Okay, it will contain 0. The default value for integer is 0. Okay, default value for integer data type is 0. Okay, now a is coming here, the cursor, you can see here some arrow mark, means the cursor is at 11th line. Okay, the cursor is at 11th line. A equal to 22 is there, but this line is not executed yet. Okay, this line is not executed yet. If the cursor will go to 12th line, okay, if the cursor goes to 12th line, then only the above line will be executed. Right, now I have to move, I have to execute this line. Okay, I have to execute this line. How can I execute? Here some buttons are there, like F5, I mean single step is there, in the bracket F5 shortcut key is there. Okay, and here
Can we give breakpoint for 2 lines?
we can give.
Can give. What will happen if you give for 2 lines?
Nothing will happen. I will discuss for multiple breakpoints also. Okay, but as of now I am not discussing. I will discuss in further classes. Okay, so debugging concept, this is not single concept. Okay, it will come depend on the situation. Okay, depend, I mean now something issue came at the time, we can get to know about debugging. If I tell debugging in one class, okay, then you cannot understand that debugging. You have to by heart the debugging concept, but it should not be like that. Okay, if any situation come at that time, if you know about debugging, then it will be useful to you. Okay, I will tell multiple breakpoints also. How can we keep multiple breakpoints also? I will discuss about that one. Okay, here the cursor is at 11th line. Okay, now I have to execute this 11th line. Okay, and here some symbols are there. Single step in bracket F5 shortcut key is there, and for execute in bracket F6 is there, and return F7 is there, and continue F8 is there. See, 4 buttons are there here, right? So if you want to execute first line, okay, if you want to execute current line, the current line means the cursor is at 11th line. Okay, I want to execute this current line, 11th line, right? So you have to click on first button F5. F5 is the shortcut key for that one. Okay, single step. Okay, single step execution. Okay, for that one the shortcut key is F5 button. You can click on this first button. Okay, see here I'm clicking on first button. The cursor came to 12th line. Okay, the cursor came to 12th line, and you can see here what is the value of a equal to 22. The value is changing here. Okay, previously the value is 0. Okay, so instead of 0, the value came 22 because I am passing the value 22 here. Okay, and in the 12th line, b equal to 30 is there. Okay, b equal to 30 is there. Okay, here b equal to 0 is there. Okay, because the line is not executed yet. Okay, the line is at 12th line only. Okay, the 12th line is not executed yet. I want to execute 12th line also. Okay, now click on F5 button or single step button. Okay, F5 is the shortcut key for that one. Click on that button. See here, b equal to 30 is coming. How b equal to 30 is coming? I am passing the value here. Okay, I am passing the value b equal to 30. That 30 value is updating here. Okay, and c is coming here. Some calculation is going on. Okay, some calculation. C equal to a plus b. Okay, c equal to a plus b is coming here. Now a equal to 22 and b equal to 30 value came. Okay, if I click on F5 button or next step button, this one, first one. Okay, this line, the 13th line will be executed. Okay, just click on F5 button. See here, what is the total value? 30 plus 22, total 52 is coming here, the C value. Okay, calculation is going on. Like this, line by line, I want to execute the program. Okay, in this case, we will use the breakpoints and we can come to the debugging. Okay, now I want to execute this line also. I mean, displaying something data. Okay, I want to display the value of C. Okay, click on F5 button. See here, I just clicked on F5 button, and here ABC values are coming. Nothing is coming, and here something symbol is coming. Yellow color symbol is coming, and here also something code is coming. I don't know what is the code here. Okay, what is the code here? I don't know exactly. See what is happening here. So if you want to display something data, okay, if you want to display something data in backend, there will be some program. Okay, there will be some program to display your output. Okay, we don't know about that one, but in backend something program will execute for that one. Okay, that is a program. Okay, this is that program. Now I don't want to execute this one because this is a standard program. Okay, this is a standard one. See, if you see this type of things, I mean unknown programming. Okay, because you did not develop this code. Okay, you did not develop this code. Okay, automatically it came here. Okay, automatically it came here. I don't want to see this one. I don't want to execute this one. Now, what you will do here? Something last button is there. Continue. Okay, last button continue is there. The shortcut key is F8 for that one. Just click on that button. Here, now the output is coming. Okay, output is coming here. One more time. Now, what I will do, I will keep the breakpoint at B. Okay, I will keep the breakpoint at B, mean B equal to 30 and 12th line. Okay, now I will execute the program. So here it came debugging. Now click on desktop 3 button. Okay, and I have to pass here A, B, C something values here. Okay, you can type here or you can double click on A. Double click on A. Double click on B. Double click on C. Okay, however, okay, you can type here or you can double click on that variable, whatever it is. Okay, if you double click, automatically the variables will come here. Okay, and A equal to 22 is coming. Why A equal to 22 is coming here? Okay, A is in 11th line. Okay, that 11th line already executed. The cursor is at 12th line. The cursor is 12th line. That is why the value is updating here. Okay, the value is updating here. Now the value of B equal to 0 is there. Okay, I am not passing any value till now. Okay, that is why 0 is coming. Initial value for integer is 0. Okay, now click on F5 button. See, the value is changing to 30. Okay, this value, the value of 30 is updating here. Now I am clicking on F5 button. C equal to 52 came here. Okay, C equal to 52 came here. And right, C is there for displaying. Right, just click on F5 button. Okay, I clicked on F5 button, but something program came here. Okay, but I did not write this program. I did not write this program. In this case, what he will do? Blindly click on F8 button or continue button, last button. Why we have to click that one only? We will discuss about this one later. Okay, we will discuss about this one later. Our remaining buttons also are available. Okay, what is the use of these two things only? These two things also we will discuss later. Okay, now click on last button F8 or continue button. See, the output is coming. Okay, fine. This is okay, correct only. Now, here the values are hard coding. A equal to 22 and B equal to 30. I am hard coding the values here, right? But I don't want to hard code here. Okay, I don't want to hard code here. See, if I click on execute button, okay, if I click on execute button, then it has to ask us. It has to ask me, okay, what is the value of B? What is the value of B? Okay, it has to ask at that place. If I execute the program at that time, okay, it has to ask. That means not hard coding value, runtime values we have to give here. Okay, if I click on execute button at that time, I have to
So
give A
hard
value, B
coding
value.
means
Hard coding means here I am passing 22 only. Okay, if you execute this program for 2 times or 3 times or 5 times, okay, the value will be same here. It is not changing. 22, 30. Okay, but I don't want like that.
if
Okay,
you
I
hard
don't.
code, value does not change.
Sorry.
If you give hard code, value does not change.
No, it won't change. I mean, you can change now. You can change like this. Okay, but I don't want to like this. Okay, once I write a program, then I do not want to change the program.
Okay.
Okay,